what happens when humans basically become the regurgitators of information that AI tools give them. In a meeting, you're not going to know where these people are getting information from. If everyone is now using ChatGPT for emails, for performance reviews, for preparing for meetings, you're kind of just like, you are now the puppet of ChatGPT and it's telling you what to say. You know what I mean? Like, you are now the bot and the ChatGPT is now the human that's telling you what to do.
For instance, what if you're preparing for a meeting and suddenly you lose access to that technology? Are you able to do anything, right? Do your skills for critical thinking, for creativity, etc., decline because you become used to these technologies? And I think there's some evidence that might be true. But on the other hand, I feel that way about Excel, right? If I lose access to Excel before a meeting and I need to do some quantitative analysis or, whatever tool that I'm using at the time, that's a problem, right? And so to a certain extent, there is an echo of the past there. I think that one interesting analogy, if you're talking about a strategy, for instance, just think about our most highest level executives when they go into a meeting, they're prepped, but they're often prepped not necessarily with ChatGPT, but by staffs. And, you could take that sort of view, are these just two staffs talking to one another through an executive? Mm-hmm. And I think the answer there is no. Why? Because the executive is involved in the process. Presumably, if I'm using ChatGPT as part of my staff, I'm not thinking. I hope I'm not thinking when I'm doing
it. I hope so too.
I'm having a conversation. I might be having a conversation with people and AI, etc. And then when I come to the meeting, then I'm informed by all of these things. And so I don't think that's dystopian. I mean, I think that is, adding to my capability. Sometimes we talk about AI, creating superpowers, and it's like part of my staff.